And we are live. Welcome everybody. We are here for qualifying as well as the sprint race. Alright, I think we are almost ready to go here. We are just getting the last couple of racers in here. We are just doing the final steps here to set up the stream for the race. And it looks like we are a go with 19 drivers. Here jumping into here we are. Underway with short qualifying here in Japan. Go ahead here while everybody gets their outlaps going. We shall talk a little bit about how these standings are looking so far. Oh, that's not what... Alright, so our driver standings are looking like first place we have Joseph with 97 points in the McLaren. We have RP Live following him with 82 points. Ben RV in third place with 77 points. LFC Jakey with 67 points sitting in that fourth place position. A Riley 56 points in fifth place. Dunners with 45 points in sixth place. Callum MC in that seventh place with 43 points. Angry Dutch Guy 8th place with 36 points. Walsey 34 points sitting in that 9th spot. And to round out your top 10 we have Jimmer with 31 points. Our constructor standings are looking like McLaren leading the way with 164 points. Ferrari in second place with 138 points. Alfa Romeo following them by 18 in third place with 120. Mercedes with half of Alfa Romeo's points in fourth place with 60. Aston Martin 8 points behind with 52. AlphaTauri tied at 52. Red Bull with 47 points sitting in that 7th spot. Alpine 40 points and in the 8th spot, followed by Williams with 28 and Haas with 27. And here we are. We have many drivers here on their outlap. We shall start by going ahead and following your second place driver. Oh, is going into the wall. Very unfortunate there by RP Lai. Well, let's go ahead and switch over to your fourth place driver then. Or sorry, your third place driver. We have Ben RV. And here we are, Ben RV on those medium tires. Let's see what kind of laps he can set on those mediums. Doesn't look like he is heating up those tires much. Just looks like he is trying to get up to speed. Absolutely flying outlap here for Ben RV. There we go, as he has started his flying lap here. Let's see what kind of pace he can set on those medium tires here. We do have a yellow. Oh, a sudden yellow there in Sector 1. It has gone away though. Looks like a driver was just going too slow for the Delta. Looking to see a good battle today between RP Lai and Ben RV, who are only separated for second place by just 5 points. Starting off with LFC Jakey setting a 130.2 to start on that pole position spot. Let's see if he will be able to hold it. He is followed by Blumchum, who sets a 130.294, just barely behind, followed by Angry Dutch Guy with the 130.535. Jackie, who just actually drops down below Connor M, who sets a 131.566, and there we have it. Ben RV on those medium tires setting a 125 to take that fourth place position so far. And it does look like Connor M has retired from the session. It does look like one little mistake. He did wipe out there in the middle of Sector 1. Very unfortunate for him after taking that 6th spot with a 131.566. Here we are. Let's go ahead and follow Mad Max here, who's in the Aston Martin, about to set his lap time of a 130.626 to take 4th place, just ahead of Grimmy, who set that 130.681. Absolutely phenomenal lap so far, set by every driver who just started his hot lap. His teammate just takes 4th place with a 130.431. A. Riley setting a phenomenal lap there. And it does look like there was a bit of a contusion there between the Red Bull of what looks like Niter SJ and RP Lai, and it does not look like RP Lai will be on his hot lap anymore. Very unfortunate there when drivers aren't fully out of the way. It does look like RP Lai did lose his front wing in that situation. That is unfortunate, as we will see. Let's go ahead and follow along. Joseph here, your your drivers championship leader currently. I guess you could also say, and your constructors standings leader, as McLaren is leading that way so far with LFC Jakey and Joseph. Joseph leading the way in that 1st spot with LFC Jakey in 4th place currently. Absolutely flying lap so far here from your leader. Coming up near the end of the lap here. Looks like he will set a 130.171. Absolutely phenomenal lap there to take 2nd place, as Angry Dutch Guy sets a 130.143. Absolutely astonishing lap there. Let's go ahead and follow your 7th place driver in the standings right now. And he is coming in, so we will switch over to Dunners. He is bettering his lap time so far, coming near the end of the lap here. Looks like he will be in that 130 range. Can he do it? Oh, 131.439 to jump into 10th place there. Absolutely beautiful done. Let's go ahead and jump over to LFC Jakey, who has just started his hot lap. He is just barely slower than his lap time from before, but there is much room to improve. He is in the 130.3 range right now. Let's see if he can beat that here in the last couple corners. It does not look like he will. And he does! A 129.934 for LFC Jakey, who is currently sitting in that pole position. absolutely astonishing driving for LFC Jakey. Let's jump over to Blumchum, who is 610th, sorry, 6.700 away, like slower than what he is going. Sorry, that for some reason was a lot harder to say than it should have been. We are going to switch over to Mad Max here, who is it does not look like, it looks like he just went for his hot lap and he is not going to set another. We do have Grimmy, who is just slightly bettering his time. Let's see if he can push just a little bit more to past Mad Max here. And he will set a 1:30. Oh, just barely slower than his current lap time of a 1:30.681. Heartbreaking lap there by him. He was so close to beating that time. And those last couple corners just did not do him well. And we have Ryan, who sets a 1:30.875. Let's go ahead and follow along RP Lai here, who did have his last lap messed up by losing that front wing. And this is an invalid lap currently. We shall still see what he sets. What kind of pace will he set for himself coming into this? Looks like he's in a 1:31 range. And he is 1:31.274. But it will not count due to the invalid lap, and he is going to try to better that right here with this lap. Beautiful lap so far here by RP Lai. So far we have 3 drivers who have not set a lap time, as RP Lai, Niter, and Mr. JC. Only one of which currently are in the top 10 for those standings, as Niter has only 2 points so far this season and Mr. JC only has 4 points so far this season. And we have a 5-place grid penalty for a collision with Niter, and Niter is out of this session. Jay Pentalo is also out of this session. Angry Dutch Guy has set the new fastest lap with a 1:29.449. That is absolutely insanity. With only 4 minutes left of this qualifying session, RP Lai sets a 1:30.408. It does look like he is going for one more lap on these tires. We have both Ferraris sitting up there together in 5 positions. We have the McLarens, who are leading the constructors so far in that 2-3 position. Here we are, the last two, setting a 1:30.80 or sorry 081 to take that third place and split those two McLarens. Absolutely beautiful lap there by RP Lion, a great decision there. Let's go ahead and follow Callum MC to see if he can better his 9th position so far. Oh, and it does look like he is sliding a little bit, and this will be an invalid lap. Let's go ahead and jump up to Ryan, who it does not look like he is currently setting a lap time. No, he will let that Ferrari past, so he is not setting a lap time. Following Grimmy here, who does sit in that 10th position so far going into this sprint race. He is slightly behind on his time. So far, it does not look like he will better it, but we are looking for that slight room in here. Absolutely beautiful cornering there. Coming into the last couple turns of his lap. Oh, and it does look like LFC Jakey is not going to better on that second place, as his qualifying is over with a minute remaining. It looks like Grimmy will improve on that time. Let's see if he can keep it up through the last two corners here. Pardon me, 3. And he will set a 1:30.047 to take that third place. Absolutely beautiful lap here. Beautiful, beautiful lap. And we have Ben Arvey, who has slightly bettered his time, but not enough to make a significant jump up in the... It does look like he is going for another lap though. And Jackie will retire from the session with a 1:30.799, as well as Angry Dutch Guy, who is currently sitting on pole. As qualifying ends, we do have our final lap times being set in here, and Ben Arvey is over half a second ready to better this lap time. Let's see if he can get into that 1:30 range. Here we are, and it does look like he will get into the 1:30. A 1:30.028 to get into that fourth place position, as A. Riley comes in and takes that second place from LFC Jakey with a 1:29.927. Absolutely beautiful driving by this top 5. And we'll do it, ladies and gentlemen. Qualifying session is over as we go into our sprint race. Here we are. The grid is lining up for sprint race. For second, the formation lap, and it looks like we are underway for the formation lap here. We are here with a 13-lap sprint race, and then we will have the top 10 be reversed for the actual 50% race here. So if Angry Dutch Guy does finish this race in first place, he will be 10th place for the actual race, but he will receive, I do believe, 3 points. I will double check that right now for the win of this sprint race. And here we go with the reforming of the grid. Yeah, so sprint will be first place is 3 points, second place is 2 points, and third place is 1 point. The fastest lap of the sprint qualifying will not receive a point. And here we go, getting underway. Does look like we are waiting. There we go, and we are and lights out. We are underway here for the Japanese Grand Prix sprint race, as Mercedes takes a good lead here to start the race, followed by the Ferrari of A. Riley and the Alfa Romeo of Ben Arvey. Fourth place we have RP Lai. Fifth place we will have Mad Max, followed by Joseph and his teammate LFC Jakey. Following alongside your current driver's champion right now, drivers championship leader currently, followed by his teammate LFC Jakey, who did receive the 5th-place grid penalty. It looks like we have a good battle going on here between Jay Pentelo and Ryan currently. And it does look like there is some contact. And it does look like Jay Pentelo will come out with the lead, but fighting right back is Ryan in that Williams, and he will get the overtake. Coming around the inside. We do have Ryan overtake that position back. A good battle going on here for the bottom 5 to 10 spots, it looks like. For 16th, 15th, 14th, and even 13th spot right now. And we do have Jay Pentelo coming right back, trying to fight that position. It does look like Jay Pentelo is losing a little bit more of a gap there on that Williams of Ryan. We have your leader Joseph here looking for an overtake on the Aston Martin of Mad Max, but it does not look like he will get it. An Angry Dutch Guy setting a new fastest lap with a 1:31.932, and it does look like we will get the overtake here from the McLaren, and we will get it. Your current driver's standings leader Joseph will overtake Mad Max for 5th place here. Looking for Ben Arvey next. And we have LFC Jakey, who is also looking for Mad Max here. Could we have both McLarens overtake Mad Max in that Aston Martin on the same lap possibly? As we have Blum Chum looking for the overtake on Dunners in that Red Bull. Does not look like he will get it there, but we will see another attempt right here. And he will not get it. He will back off. Smart choice there. We do not want to see no dive bombs causing problems. Oh, and a problem there for Dunners on that turn. It looks like Blumchum will have the opportunity for the overtake here. And he will get it. Absolutely beautiful overtake there by Blumchum. As Dunners is looking. Oh! And we do have what looks like Mr. JC. I could be wrong. Who was that went? That was Jackie in the AlphaTauri who went flying off that corner. And we do have Connor, who is getting passed by Jay Pentelo. It does look like he has a flat spot on that tire, as well as possibly a missing wing, and he does. A missing wing on that Mercedes. Not looking good for him. Oh! As Wolsey has to go wide on the turn and will lose a couple positions. Very unfortunate for him, as we have Connor still losing positions. Losing time on that driver in front of him. We will need to see him pit this lap to get back into this race. As we have Dunners looking to make time back on Blumchum after the overtake last lap. But Blumchum is more worried about that Aston Martin in front of him of Mad Max, who has now been overtaken by Callum MC as well as LFC Jakey. An Angry Dutch Guy coming up with a 2.5 second lead now over A. Riley, as he is setting fastest lap after fastest lap in this Grand Prix sprint. Blumchum with Mad Max easily in his sights, only 0.7 seconds separating these two drivers. He will have DRS on the next straight. We shall see if it can get it done for him. And we have, oh, Angry Dutch Guy does drop back a couple positions. I'm not sure what happens there, but he does get past, and we now have a new leader here of A. Riley in the Ferrari, followed by his teammate in second place. Could steal 5 points from him. Ben Arvey looking to pass RP Lai as he is 5 points behind him in the standings. And we have your leader, Joseph, trying to better his position just by 1, coming into the pits here with the rest of those top drivers. Does look like we have a McLaren double stack. Very unfortunate for LFC Jakey. As here we are coming out onto those medium tires for the McLaren driver of Joseph, who does jump up into that top 3 spot, as well as Ben Arvey, who is also pit, has jumped up into that top 3 spot too. The double stack might have just lost RP Lai points in this sprint race, as well as Ben Arvey could make up 2 points on him in the Drivers' Championship, as it is a 5-point difference currently between these two drivers. RP Lai with the 82 points in second place, followed by Ben Arvey of 77 points in third place. We could see that get cut down to just 3 points going into the Grand Prix if Ben Arvey can hold his position or better it, and RP Lai does not better that 9th place. RP Lai will need at least a third place, to have that deficit only cut to 1 point instead of 2. We will see if that will be the case, as Niter_SJ has a DNF causing this safety car. Could give RP Lai a chance to get himself back into this Grand Prix. Angry Dutch Guy is also trying to better his place by 1 and pass that McLaren of Joseph to steal a point away and close his gap on 7th place of Callum MMC. A. Riley sitting first place right now is only 11 points behind LFC Jakey for that 4th place spot in the driver's standings. If he can come away with this win, with LFC Jakey sitting down in 11th currently, He will close that by 3 points, turning it to an 8-point deficit going into the Grand Prix right after this. Safety car should be coming in this lap. And here we are going green. Let's see if Angry Dutch Guy can keep up to Joseph here to steal that 1 point away. Currently we have RP Lai, Callum, LFC Jakey, and Ryan all fighting for that 8th spot currently. Right now we have Callum MMC sitting in first place for that, for the sprint qualifying. He will start first next race, pardon me. As of right now. We do not currently have DRS until 2 laps from now. Oh, a little bit of a bunch up. Looks like there was some touching as LFC Jakey goes slightly over the corner there. This is a very close race between, honestly, all the way from 14th up until 8th place. Sorry, 7th place. As we do have Jakey trying to close that gap and overtake Callum MMC, pushing him off the track just slightly. And he does get that overtake. Jay Pentelo with a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. That will take him out of this fight currently with Jakey, Jay Pentelo, Grimmy, Callum MC, and Jakey, RP Lai, and Dunners. Oh, and Ryan has dropped significantly after he spun just a little bit there. The Aston Martin of Jay Pentelo is off the track. And it looks like he will drop into that last place, looking to gain back some of those positions as A. Riley is setting fastest laps and taking over this sprint race. We have Angry Dutch Guy, Ben RV, and Joseph all in a fight right now for that 2nd place position. Absolutely beautiful racing here by these guys, as they will all have DRS coming into this next lap. With only 3 laps remaining after this one. Here we are coming into the final bit of this lap. We have 3 laps remaining and a magnificent fight going on here between these 3 drivers, as we have Joseph with DRS coming, and he does get the overtake on Ben Arvey. Absolutely beautiful overtake. And that will cut Ben Arvey's points down to only 1 currently, which means he will only better his position on RP Light by 1 point, leaving it still at a 4-point deficit going into the Grand Prix. He is looking to gain some of that time back to maybe get the overtake back on DRS, but it does look like Joseph is now fighting A. Riley for that top spot. Here we are coming into the final couple turns of this race. It does look like he will not have DRS. He's just using a lot of ERS here. Does not look like he will get the overtake, but he will have a good chance here coming around the final stretch. Can he get the overtake here? Going into the final 2 laps. DRS is activated, and he will go for the overtake, and he will get it. Absolutely beautiful driving here by Joseph to get that overtake on A. Riley to take the lead of this sprint race, as we do have Ben Arvey getting passed on that straight as well by Angry Dutch Guy. Ben Arvey with that 25% ERS remaining is looking to stay close to Angry Dutch Guy to have that DRS going into the final straight of the second last lap. If he could get that lead back for the final lap, he could hold on to that final points position. And here we have Angry Dutch Guy, who is looking to put a move on A. Riley. Ben Arvey is actually losing time. I'm not sure if those tires are starting to go, or if he's just losing the speed that he once had. But Angry Dutch Guy coming into DRS zone is looking to make a move, with A. Riley also looking to make a move on, and he won't quite get it. That could do it. That could secure Joseph the win in this sprint race. There's not very many overtaking points in this track. With both drivers looking to completely use all of their DRS right now. We do have Grimmy, who is looking to possibly make some time up here on Callum MMC. Grimmy right now in the position to start first place in the Grand Prix, With Callum going off the track, it does look, oh, and there's contact between Callum and Grimmy. My goodness, and Grimmy loses a lot of time there, but so far will still start. With no wing on his car, he is looking to try to stay on the track. He wants to have that first place in the next race, but it does not look like he will get it. Right now we have Blum Chum sitting in that top spot. With all of our drivers now finishing the race, we have Joseph with the 3-point finish, A. Riley with those 2 points, and Angry Dutch Guy with the 1 point. A. Riley does improve on that 11-point deficit behind LFC Jakey by 2 points, moving it to a 9-point deficit now in the standings. Beautiful racing there by everybody. Absolute beautiful fights in those top 10. Absolutely beautiful finish by those drivers sitting on the podium there. There is your top 14 currently, and we will go over to show you the bottom 6 positions, or 5, because there's only 19 in this race. With Grimmy unfortunately going into the wall there with the contact with Callum MMC, he will not get to start in that first place next race. Blumchum will steal that from him, so it will be Blumchum and Gunners in those top 3 spots to start next race. As we will be starting a new session here, we are going to back out. Alright, and we are just waiting for an invite here. We are going to leave the session currently. And there is the invite. And here we are going into the Grand Prix. I'm not exactly sure what is happening here. Let's try that again. Alright, everybody, it does look like we are going to have to restart the stream because I am going to have to restart my F1. This is a glitch that gets run into quite a lot. So we shall be back in about 2 minutes. Make sure you guys tune back in.